Well, I came to FIXT because I've gone to a number of different places, and I actually saw Dr. Tebow on TV and said, well, let me try them as well. This is the first place I didn't feel that I was being sold a timeshare. Everybody's been extremely professional, personal. I can't express enough how great the experience has been. Recovery time was quick. I mean, I didn't really feel any pain. Everything went good. I couldn't really eat very much before. I mean, I only had one side of my mouth that I could really bite on, and most of it was in the front. So now I can actually eat. The experience is a great one, not like anything I've ever seen before. Top notch all the way through.
Well, the day has gone great. It has far exceeded my expectations. I've been so impressed by the team approach. Everybody has contributed. When you walk in the door, they make you feel like you're part of family, and it's a real team approach. And you did an outstanding job, and in one day. That's the other thing that's impressive here. It's a one-stop shop, and there's a lot of very experienced people under one roof, and it's a terrific organization.
I knew when I was here the first time, this was state of the art. I mean, if anybody visits you and gets an examination, they're not going to have any doubts. And I'd done a lot of research about implants and the procedures, and you can have multiple visits to get it done. You have to see several doctors at different places. Somebody makes the teeth, on one side of town or in another country for them, whatever.
Sometimes it is in another country.
Yeah.
Canada, the teeth
And so I mean, you come here and everything's done in one day. I mean, to me, it's amazing. So, I've researched it online. I've read about it. The various situations you can get into and various disasters.
Right.
Or just to be totally time-consuming. I mean, to me, the thought of having to make like 6 or 8 visits, to get extractions done and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of traumatic at this point in my life.
Sure.
Especially when I'm needing teeth. I mean, I've never heard of a business like yours before, where everything's actually done in-house. Because I've gone through things, having partials fitted. I make forward trips to the dentist. They send it out to somebody else. I send instruction to that person. It comes back. It's still not right. So you're just going back and forth for weeks, trying to get something right. Whereas you're right here and everything's done here, and that's basically a huge difference.
So the first few days were, it's kind of just like resting a lot and just taking a peek here and there, and just really loving how different it felt. Then with kid obligations coming, because we have 2 young boys, so needing to go to their school, pretty major because I'm interacting with parents, and just the ease of being able to talk to people. And
So it's a positive experience. You feel more comfortable interacting. It's not, you weren't uncomfortable after surgery.
No, it was definitely the opposite. Just even, going to the grocery store, I could tell just the comfort in just employees, just talking to people and feeling like just comfortable, confident, and being able to laugh.
Sure.
And not feel like, let me remember to keep my smile this big, because that's, for years I trained myself to do that.
About a year and a half ago, I started to consider having implants done. A very confusing subject if you don't know what you're actually looking for. Different people have different techniques. Prices are all over the place. The people that do the work are all over the place as well. So one day I came across a video, and I'd run across Dr. Tebow's name several times in my search, and what his procedure in FIXT had done. After listening to the interview, I was pretty well convinced that this was the person that, when he did the work to evaluate what I needed to be done, that he would have in his mind already, before he actually saw the x-rays and everything, what needed to be done. And that in itself convinced me. And then as I went a little further and saw some of the work they did, and met the people in the office and had my first consultation, about a week later I was in to have it taken care of. and I was being the ultimate skeptic in life. In at 9 and out by 3 with brand new teeth didn't sound like something that was going to happen. I was in by 9 and out by about 3:10, and I didn't take so much as a Tylenol when the whole thing was over, and the work that he did was very extensive. I had a little bit of swelling the next day, a couple of days. Cold packs took care of it. The amazing thing for me was that there was no pain associated with it either while the procedure was being done or afterwards. So all the skepticism I had is gone by the boards. If anybody's out there and they're struggling with the same caps and trips back to the dentist to have things repaired and done, have this work done, come and see Dr. Tumo. I don't think you'll make a mistake.